Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be building the best team possible for less than 100,000 MT in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. This is a really solid budget squad that you can build just like as a day one type squad if you're just getting started in MyTEAM at this point in the year. And honestly, this squad is relatively competitive. It gives you great size. Everybody can stretch the floor. You got multiple playmakers, really good defenders. At this point in the year, there are a ton of elite budget cards that you can run in a lineup like this, and I like this team a lot actually from building it for this video. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 6,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, often multiple videos a day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already. If you do subscribe. Without further ado, though, we're not going to waste any time. Let's hop right into it, and let's start off with the starting point guard position, which is where I'm going to throw Nicholas Batum. Our backup point guard, who we'll get to in a little bit, is a guy who you could argue is better than Batum, but I love what this Batum gives you in multiple areas. Number one, he's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. That's very valuable. Having that elite size at the PG position is going to be very crucial defensively to guard the elite point guards that we have in game, like Kobe, like MJ, like Jokic, like LaMelo Ball, etc. There's a lot of tall, really good PGs in my team right now. He has hotspots from everywhere, 28 Hoffs, no finishing badges, but Hoff blinders, catch, chef, limitless spot up sniper, really elite playmaking badges, some super good defensive badges as well. Elite all-around defensive stats, great speed, shooting, and dunking. A nice release, jump shot 40 on, very quick, smooth, and easy to green. And then shifty dribble style is not what you're looking for on a PG, but he does have the D-Rose size up, which is the best size up in my team. Kobe escape as well is really good, as well as quick drops off one, which is the best safe dunk animation in the game. So overall, he's really good. He's an incredible defender. He's got some of the best defensive animations in the game. I don't know why, but this Batum plays incredible defense, even better than you would think, with 95 plus on basically every defensive stat and elite defensive badges. He's one of the best defensive cards in the game. I truly believe that, and he comes in at about 9,000 MT, which is a little expensive for an opal, but I think it's worth it for our starting PG. At the 2, we're going with DeMar DeRozan. And DeMar is, I mean, he's DeMarvelous in my team, pardon my pun, but very good card. I love this DeRozan card. He's super cheap as well, which kind of doesn't make sense to me because he's such a good card. 6'7" with a 6'9" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 37 Hoffs, include the 3 best finishing badges in the game, fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer. Incredible shooting badges as well as really good playmaking and defensive badges. Another card with elite all-around stats, super fast, great shooting, dunking, and perimeter defensive ability, as well as solid on the interior. He's got pretty good size. The Trey Burke release with the Kobe up on, very quick, is the exact same release as Tracy McGrady has. Quick dribble style with the T-Max size of Kobe escape and Pippen behind the back. Gives him super solid all-around sigs as well. He can play make for you. He's an elite shooter. Really good defender. Has solid size at the 2. This card gives you 95% of what Invincible T-Mac gives you, and he's 11,000 MT. An incredible steal of a card. Such a good starting shooting guard for our squad. At the 3, we got another really good, really versatile card. That's going to be Dark Matter Josh Smith. Another card who I think is supremely undervalued for how good he is in my team. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, which gives him solid size at the small forward position, in addition to having hot spots from everywhere. 37 Hall of Fame badges, including elite finishing, shooting, really good playmaking, and then especially defensive, basically perfect defensive badges. Defensive stats are also incredible, 96 plus on basically every single stat. 96 speed and excel as well, and 95 shot 3 and 98 driving dunk. Really close to invincible stats, you could say, and badge-wise, he's incredibly complete as well. Even has badges like Chef that you probably wouldn't expect to see on a Josh Smith card, as well as great play. I mean, he's incredibly complete. He's such an elite defender. He's got the Brook Lopez release on very quick as well, which I've always been a fan of. I've liked Josh Smith's release all year, and that is no different with this card. Really nice, smooth, and easy to green. The quick dribble style with Pippen behind the back is elite. The Kawhi size up is decent. The Luka escape is not great. That's about the only thing that I really would complain about on this card, though, is the fact that his size up escape isn't amazing, and neither is his size up. The Kawhi size up is decent, but it's not elite. So those are the only 2 things that I really think you can complain about with this card, though. He's not going to have perfect movement in the half court, but everything else he's going to do at an incredible level. Gives you an elite budget small forward who's going to be an amazing 3-and-D guy, as well as slashing. Just everything you could ask for out of a card, and he's only 9.5k MT. At the starting 4, we're going with a guy in Serge Ibaka who's just going to hold it down. A solid card. Honestly, the backup 4, when we get to it, is probably another guy who you could argue is better than Ibaka, but y'all will see the reason for that. But Ibaka is super solid. 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan, gives you really good size. The 4 hot spots from nearly everywhere. 28 Hall of Fame badges, include limitless takeoff, posterizer, some really good catch and shoot shooting badges, quick first step as well, and then elite defensive badges. Defensive stats are really good, especially on the interior. He's got decent speed, but a great shooter and dunker. And he's got a knockdown release as well. Jump shot 26 on very quick is super smooth, easy to green, quick, and consistent. Quick dribble style as well. The rest of his SIGs aren't great. He's not there to be much of a playmaker. Doesn't have amazing playmaking badges besides downhill and quick first step as well. And then quick drops off one with great standing dunks is super, super nice. He's got the great safe dunks and standing dunks, which is very, very valuable to have. He's just a guy who's going to hold it down at the power forward position, knock down open shots, defend at a super high level, and play the power forward position at a very, very good level, as well as giving you good size as well. 5K MT, he's one of the cheapest cards in this team, but I think he holds it down very, very well. At the 5, we got Mark Williams, who's going to be the most expensive card that we have on this squad, but I think Mark Williams is an absolutely elite center option in my team. 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan is really, really good size. He's got 45 Hall of Fame badges, including incredible finishing and defensive badges. Some decent playmaking and shooting badges as well. Only an 80 shot 3. If you can add a 3-point shoot to him, that would be nice, as well as badges like Blinders, Chef, and Deadeye. But besides that, he is really, really good. He's got good speed. He's an incredible defender, really good dunker, has an amazing player model in addition to his great size. And the 80 shot 3 is a little low, but with a shoe, shooting badges, a coach, you're going to get that into the 90s with knockdown badges. And the Giannis release on very quick with a really good upper. It is smooth, consistent, and easy to green. One of my favorite jumpers in the game for a big man. I really do believe that. It's so smooth, quick, and easy to green. With the quick dribble style as well, pipping behind the back, giving him a little bit better the movement than you'll get out of a lot of other centers, as well as amazing dunk animations. He is an elite center option, can compete against the best centers in the game. 24,000 MT, which is a solid chunk of our 100K, but I think he's worth it to give ourselves a really good starting center. Coming off the bench, it really doesn't get much worse. Larry Johnson is probably just as good as Nicholas Batum, even if not arguably better. Another guy who's glitched at that PG position. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan gives him super solid size. He's got a very bulky player build. Hot spots from everywhere. 36 Hoffs include elite finishing and shooting badges. Really solid playmaking badges as well. No Hoff, Blinders, or Chef, which would be kind of nice, but that's okay. And then his defensive end badges especially are where he shines. He's got interior badges like Post Lockdown, Rebound Chaser, and Rim Protector, as well as Brick Wall to combo with those perimeter badges like Ankle Braces, Clamps, Intimidator, and Pick Dodger. Really, really good all-around defensive stats. He's nice and fast. He shoots the ball at a high level, and he's a really good dunker. Has a super solid release with jump shot 13 on very quick, is smooth and easy to green. Quick dribble style, penny size of Kobe Escape, and pipping behind the back are pretty standard, super solid SIGs. Not going to have any sort of problems with those SIGs in terms of trying to get open and things like that. Also got some pretty good dunk animations. He's just a really, really good all-around card. A very versatile budget PG who kind of does everything on the court at a super high level. And he comes in at 9,000 MT, which again, I think is a pretty good steal for a card as good as Larry. At the 2, we're going with another Galaxy Opal, and that's going to be Opal Gerald Wallace, who I think is one of the best couple Opals in my team. First of all, he's got good size, the shooting guard at 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. He's got 27 Hall of Fame badges, hot spots from nearly everywhere. Got those 3 best finishing badges in Fast Twitch, Limitless Takeoff, and Posterizer. Catch, Corner, Limitless Spot Up, and Sniper are 4 really good shooting badges, in addition to some great playmaking badges, including the Hyper Drive and Quick Chain to combo with quick first step handles for days and ankle breaker, in addition to some really great defensive badges. He's complete on the defensive end of the court with his stats. Super fast, a great shooter, and a great dunker. Doesn't need the Chef and Deadeye badges, but that's about the only badges that I would say would be nice to add to him. Jump shot 99 on very quick, though, is very, very quick. It's a really good release. It's smooth, it's tough to contest, it's fast, and it's easy to green. Quick dribble style with the Kyrie size up and behind the back are all elite SIGs. I just wish he had a better size of escape than the Pro Escape, but that's really about the only complaint. And then he's got quick drops off 1 again, which is that best safe dunk in the game. I think this is one of, if not the best Galaxy Opals in my team. I love this Gerald Wallace card, and I think he's going to hold it down for you really well at the backup shooting guard position, especially only being 6,000 MT. At the backup 3, we're going with Danny Ferry, and the reason that I say that is because at the backup 4, and I'll just go ahead and tell you all now, we're going with Larry Nance. These 2 cards together are decent cards on their own, but they have a dynamic duo between the 2 of them, and it turns both of them into gods. First of all, Ferry, 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, has elite size at the 3, but then you add on his duo, and all of a sudden he goes from 24 Hall of Fame badges to 46. He's got hot spots from everywhere, elite playmaking badges, basically every shooting badge you could want. Playmaking badges are also really good, as well as some really, really good defensive badges. Stats become 90 plus in every single area. Really fast, great shooter, elite all-around defender, elite rebounder. Jump shot 98 on very quick with Rudy Gapper is really, really good. The quick dribble style, the rest of his SIGs aren't great. That's really about my only complaint with the card, kind of like what I was saying with Josh Smith earlier, but he's got an incredible release. He is an absolute beast at the small forward position, and he's going to give you such a good card. He's only 5.5 KMT. When you think about it, a guy with 46 Hall of Fame badges, base 98 on very quick and elite size, as well as just complete on the badge and stat side for 5.5 KMT is absolutely insane. Larry Nance, kind of the same deal. Another guy who as a base card is okay, but he's not exceptional. As I clicked on Larry Keenan, not Larry Nance. It glitched anyway, but I clicked on the wrong guy. But yeah, Larry Nance, same thing. 6'10 with a 7'1 wingspan, has really good size, but goes from what, 27, 28 Hall of Fame badges to now 45. Hotspots from 4 out of 5 spots. Becomes a much, much better ball handler, especially with the plus 19 ball handle, which is super nice, as well as a couple extra playmaking badges, some really good extra shooting badges as well. An elite defender with elite interior defensive badges to combo those perimeter defensive badges. His defensive stats are amazing. Does need Chef and Deadeye. That's about the only thing I would say would be nice to add to the card. But otherwise, he is really, really good. I'm a big fan of this Larry Nance card as well, especially with this Evo. He's got the same exact release as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which I've been a big fan of all year. It's smooth, fast, and easy to green. In addition to quick dribble style, D-Rose size up, Kobe escape, and Pippen behind the back, giving him some of the better playmaking of any of the power forwards in my team right now. He's so versatile, so good, and with this duo, again, absolutely amazing. A little more expensive than Ferry. He's 9.5 KMT, but I still think he's 100% worth the price. And then coming in at the backup center position, we're going with a guy with super solid size, and that's going to be Mo Bamba. I think he's only, what, 7 foot or 7'1", so he's not the tallest center in the world, although he's definitely not slow, but he has a 7'10" wingspan, which really helps him out in terms of his length and guarding those taller centers. Hot spots from everywhere as well. 36 hops include really good finishing and defensive badges, quick first step, and some solid shooting badges as well. 94 speed and excel for a center is phenomenal. 92 shot 3, good dunker, and really good interior defender. Not bad on the perimeter either, especially with really good defensive stats and badges, I should say. And then badge wise, he comes pretty complete outside of those playmaking badges. Jump shot 109 on very quick is pretty smooth, quick, and easy to green. It's a solid big man release. Quick dribble style without the rest of his sigs, kind of like Ibaka. Not a guy who's going to be relied on to do much playmaking, but he does have a little bit more speed and size, which is nice to have. And again, really good interior guy as well. Has elite length, which is going to help him out on both the offensive and defensive end of the court when it comes to playing lanes, mashing, rebounding, things like that. And he's 11,000 MT, and I think he finishes out this squad really well. So the fact of the matter is, you can build this team for 99,500 MT right now, which kind of blows my mind, because I really do think this team can compete in an unlimited setting in basically every single game against most any team in the game. Really good squad, especially for a budget player who's just starting out the game. If you build a squad like this, you are going to be sitting pretty from day one. And that's not even to mention all the free cards that you can add to your team with this type of squad. Obviously, you have Nikola Jokic, who was the level 40 reward this season, Chris Webber, Fernando Martin from last season, Michael Finley from last season, Grant Hill from Unlimited from this season, even guys from a couple seasons ago like a Bob Nedelicki, Mark Eaton, Manute Bull, you can play at the center or power forward position. There's so many guys who are free options who are really good. Daryl Dawkins is yet another one. There's so many good options who are free cards that you can add to supplement to a team like this as well, to build yourself an absolute elite budget squad for a very reasonable price. So hopefully this video does help you out, and if it does, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.